What's up, everyone? In this section, we're going to cover some of the layer 2 protocols in order to enable reachability across headquarters. And what we're going to do is to enable port channel between L2 port channel between switch 1 and switch 3. And for that, we're going to use LACP for port channel, and this is going to be a layer 2 port channel running 802.1q protocol as a trunking protocol. Between switch 1 and switch 2, we're going to use a layer 3 other channel. It's not going to be LACP port channel, neither PAGP. It's just going to be a straight layer 3 port channel. Now, between switch 2 and switch 4, we're going to configure PAGP. And for trunking protocol is going to be ISL. And PAGP and ISL, these are Cisco protocols. As for LACP and .1q, these are standard ones. Between switch 3 and switch 4, it's just going to be a trunk port, a normal one. And the ports connected to the controllers and the PC, they're going to be in access mode. And they're going to be part of VLAN 10. That's where my network is sitting. One is going to be 192.168.10.0. In last video, we already tested this using our router PCA. And that's pretty much what we're going to cover. And I have already prepared this, and I want to show this before. That this is covered or part of the requirements in the bullet points for network infrastructure, switched campus, all about L2, so layer 2 protocols, VLAN technologies, and Etherchannel. And we're going to cover, it's going to be layer 2, layer 3 Etherchannel, and access ports, trunk ports, and kind of native VLAN. Okay, but let's get into configuration part. This is what I have already prepared, and we're going to change the spanning tree mode to rapid spanning tree. And rapid spanning tree has some advantage over the default PVST mode, and one of them is that the ports connected to access to edge devices, they take less time to start forwarding. By default, if it's operating in PVST mode, the ports can take around 45 seconds to start forwarding. And in a production environment, this is just a lot to wait. So with rapid spanning tree, we can it reduce this time, and to, I think it's around 15, we can reduce this to 30 seconds. But what we're going to do is we're going to enable spanning tree port first. And as these ports, they are not connecting to any switch, we're going to enable port fast on these ports. This means that once the port is enabled, it will start forwarding instead of passing through the states of blocking, listening, and for learning and forwarding. Okay, so the ports will jump directly from blocking to forwarding mode. And this is our script already prepared, and here is the configuration part for layer 2 Etherchannel using LACP and 802.1q as the protocol. And this is the port that leads to switch 3. And the only VLAN I'm allowed, we can filter these the VLANs that are sent across the trunk port. And right now I'm only enabling VLAN 10. As for the ports towards switch 2, so we disable the port, the switch port configuration, and we create the port channel. And you see there is no argument here, as comparing to this one where we have the option active. This is for LACP. We can configure the port as active or passive. As for PAGP, we can configure the port as desirable or auto. And the difference is that in active or passive, the port will start the negotiation, and as for passive or auto, the port is going to be just listening for the negotiation from the other side. Okay, and here we have to configure the IP address on port channel and also in VLAN 10 and also some other ports. And another thing is that we're going to make switch 1 as the root bridge for this network, and it means that all its ports is going to be in forwarding state. Okay, so with this topology, it doesn't make much difference because the ports connected to switch 2, they are layer 3 ports. So this is just to show the feature and what we can do with it. And on switch 2, we're going to enable the trunking protocol ISL. And and we're going to enable PAGP. What is it? Yeah, it's here. And we're going to enable ISL and PAGP. Okay. So let me grab this and paste. So I have some errors here, and switch 1 just so these errors, this is related to the Plex. We can ignore that using this command no CDP advertise. Okay, this is done. Now for switch 2, okay, so far so good. Switch 3 also complaining. And let me grab configuration for switch 1. Okay. Everything looks okay. Now for switch 2. And also looks okay. And now I need my bootstrap config for switch 3. Okay, done. Switch 4. Okay, and I'll switch 3. Okay, so now I'm going to negotiate. And switch 4. O2 is incompatible. Well, let's give it some time to negotiate. Now, if I look at switch 1, so I should have 2 port channels. I should see 1 and 3. So this is between switch 1 and switch 3. It's okay. It's bundled and it's using LACP. And for switch 2, it's layer 3 and it's operating. You see, there is no protocol as to what's running. Now, if you check the same thing on switch 2, ports that connect to switch 4, they are okay, running PAGP, and the ports that connect to switch 1, they are okay as well. And matter of fact, we should have reachability to switch 1, so that should be 13. Yep. And I should have OSPF routes, and looks awesome. And that should be the same for switch 3. It's bundled, it's okay, and we can see which ports are trunking. I should see 2 ports trunking. My E0 port. My E0. Yes, I have it enabled. So let me check. Do summary. Okay, do show interface trunk. That's strange. Switch 4 ports says it's trunking, but switch 3 it says let me see. Let's troubleshoot. .1q. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see. Sometimes refresh the show interface trunk. Okay, that's okay. That's better. We should spanning to VLAN 10, and that's okay. And now we are running rapid spanning tree. And this is my root port towards switch 1, and these are my access ports. Okay, so that's it. And yeah, we're going to close with this one. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.